Swadikap, this is Vinh here. Welcome to my first video interview with artists and designers. 3 years ago, I interviewed Chris Chun on my blog, and he was my very first artist I interviewed. Today, I'm in Chiang Mai, this beautiful city of Thailand. I'm here to visit Chris and see what he's up to. Hi Chris, how are you?
I'm good. Nice to see you here. Welcome to Chiang Mai.
Thank you very much. I'm so excited to be here. First time in your studio. What a great studio you have here. So how long you been here, Chris?
Nearly 3 years.
Wow.
Originally we were supposed to come here just for 6 months, but we love it here so much. It's time just flies. So it's our 3rd year now.
Wow, time goes fast, isn't it? But I can understand why. It's such a vibrant and so colorful. Yesterday I went to the textile market. It's incredible.
Isn't it amazing?
Yes.
I go there every week. Not sure if you remember, but I used to be a textile designer.
That's
so
right.
I love textiles, and they have the most amazing range of Hmong fabrics and really beautiful embroideries and woven cloths and amazing. So it's a really good place just to go and explore and wander and pilfer around all the fabric samples and have a look at all the amazing things, because sometimes all the cloths, all they need is just a good wash and they're stunning.
But you have a really good eye to find good fabric and design those. That is such a great thing to have, a gift to have.
Yeah, I mean, it's you've got to be careful there, because sometimes there's a lot of cheap manufactured stuff from China,
right.
And what they do is they dye it so it looks antique and old, so you've got to be really careful what to look for, but it's exciting,
So tell me, why Chiang Mai?
Well, my partner and I came here 3 years ago, and we really wanted to take a break from Australia and have a little sabbatical in Asia somewhere, and originally we thought maybe we would go to Bali, but we realised there were so many Australians holidaying in Bali, so it wasn't really like being away from Australia at all. And we came to Chiang Mai. This was our 2nd time, actually, and both of us said independently to each other, "Oh, what about Chiang Mai? Why don't we could live here?" And so originally we're going to be here for 6 months, like I said, and we decided to stay. And we've made a really fantastic network of friends, and I'm doing a lot of collaborations and consultations with some local companies here.
Wow, that sounds great. So when you arrive here, I mean, obviously you can't speak Thai at the time. So how did you get by, and what do you do? Like, how do you actually, make you feel like a local here? I found that you're very local. So how do you do that?
Well, everybody thinks that I'm Thai, so I could only get by so much with like sawadi carve and carve and everything. So I was planning to go to language school, but probably 6 months down the track or whatever. But because everybody thinks that I'm Thai, I thought like I better at least be able to speak and reply to them. So I went to school, and I did 2 terms there in the first year, and that's really given me a good basis of getting by.
So tell me about your day. Like, what do you normally, first thing, what do you do when you get up in the morning? Do you have a routine that you normally do?
Well, I have my coffee, and then
of course, coffee.
I usually check my emails, because I have clients all around the world. So I have a lot of clients still in Australia, and because we're 3 hours behind, the first thing I do is check my email. So I usually just check them on my iPhone in bed. And then I get up, have my coffee, and then either go to the gym or play tennis, and then I come into work and start the day. Yeah. But my days are always very different.
Very different. Yeah. So how do you prioritize your day? If you say a bit different, so just for example, if you have some projects, so what do you do?
Well, some days I might need to go to the client's office and meet with them and discuss new designs, or other days I might go to like Hmong markets, or I might go out to a workshop and just have a look and explore and see what people are doing, meet with other artists or designers that I'm planning to work with, or meet manufacturers. Or other days it could be just sitting here in the studio and just researching on the internet for a new project, or wasting lots of time on Pinterest and Facebook when I'm a bit lazy.
Okay, so you know, sometimes as artists you can be very lonely working here. So what sort of tip can you give to an artist who work overseas and try to connect with art, with the customer, and also with your own? You know, you have quite a big fan in Facebook. So what do you do to maintain the connection with your client and your fans?
Well, on my Facebook, I always try and post what I'm doing during the day here in Chiang Mai, because I think it's quite exciting for people that are not living in Thailand to get an experience of my life here and what I've been up to and things. And because I am new here to Chiang Mai, I've made a conscious effort to go and network and meet new people, go and see people that I've heard of before that manufacture here, and I've also been involved in the Chiang Mai Creative Design Awards.
Oh, that's
so
fantastic.
I met a few people through there, and then, you know people and that can recommend people. So, you know, gradually once you get the networks up, the community actually becomes quite small, and with the internet, I mean, it's, you know, the world's quite tiny really when you know a few people.
Thank you for the modern technology, isn't it? You feel like you're away from home, but it's incredible where, you know, you don't see anyone for so long, but it's just so close to you, which is fantastic.
Well, Skype is amazing. I mean, you know, I video Skype with my nieces and nephew, you know, every week, and, you know, it's just like being there in person,
That's
really.
right.
So, I mean, all I need is just good internet and good natural light for my work, and I get to enjoy the lifestyle here in Chiang Mai.
Yeah, I noticed there's lots and lots of artists here. So I found that's quite fascinating, like to talk to some of them as well. I mean, it's great to talk to you because I think a lot of Australian artists would love to know what you do here, and thank you for sharing with that. So I want to ask you another question. What is you found most challenging when you're here? What sort of frustration you have when you come to this new land or in a new town, everything like that?
I guess it's, apart from the language, it's getting your bearings and just sort of working out where everything is, and, you know, finding out where the art material shop is and where I can get things made, and also having someone that can speak Thai that can translate for me as well. So it's been a really good challenging experience and a really good learning curve. So I think one of the things for me about living overseas is that I have been more present on Facebook and LinkedIn, and you know, reaching out to other people, so that I do have this dialogue with people overseas. So it's like them being in the same city as me.
So you mean you make more effort, focus on. So how important you think that networking for any artist?
Oh look, I mean, it's extremely important. I mean, you know, I love working by myself, but there's times when, you know, I really like to bounce ideas off people and talk to them about it, and you know, because everybody here is Thai more or less. You know, there's only so much far my Thai can go, and you know, and a lot of local designers here haven't had the same experience as me working, you know, in design or overseas. So it's so I enjoy seeing those collaborations, and, you know, if I see people, I drop them an email and say hi and introduce myself, because I think that's quite important when you're living in a new city and country.
Well, I believe that, because I coach so many art and designers, and the one thing they're so good at is creating, but when it's promotion, they shy away. So I think you've got so much to share there, and I think that's great. Thank you for that. So Chris, any plan for exhibition this year?
Oh, it's funny you mentioned that. I have 2 shows this year, actually. This second half of the year is very busy. I have an exhibition at the Meeting Room, which is a local gallery here in Chiang Mai. That's in mid-November, and then in early December I have a little exhibition at 137 Pillars Hotel, which is a little boutique hotel in Chiang Mai.
Yeah,
so
I've been there yesterday.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful. I don't know why. It's just like a gold discovery, you know, like it's so relaxing. And
yeah, it's a really great place to come for a drink, and they do a really good afternoon tea there too.
Yeah, that's great. And couple of weeks ago, I saw your video of your elephant parade, and it was fantastic. So I want to go and see the real thing, or even the little ones, you know, the little cuckoo. So I just want to tell me about the project and what did you learn about the project as well?
Oh my god, those elephants were a labour of love. I took 3 months out of my whole life. Oh, it's the biggest thing I've ever painted. Elephant Parade organise these open-air exhibitions of baby life-size elephant sculptures, and they invite different celebrities, artists and designers from around the world, and I've been really lucky that I was asked to paint 2 this year. One is in America at the moment and one is in the UK. And basically Elephant Parade raise awareness, and part of the proceeds from their exhibitions go to help save the Asian Elephant Foundation. So they've had exhibitions in Singapore, London, Milan, Amsterdam, and it's a really worthwhile cause, and it was such a great opportunity for me to be a part of.
Wow. Now, the 2 elephants, you got a name for them. So can you tell me the name of your gorgeous elephant?
So my first elephant, Kiku, was based off a design that I'd painted last year in Japan, because I really love the old, beautiful, antique, vintage kimono fabrics. And then the second elephant, called Marley, which has gone to the US, that's inspired by all the beautiful orchids, because I'm not sure if you've been there yet, but around the corner from my studio is Kamtiang flower markets, and they have the most amazing array of orchids.
Wow.
Really inspiring. So Marley is covered in orchids.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to have a look at the 2 gorgeous elephants, then I guess you have to go and see Chris' videos on YouTube. Chris, thank you so much for your time. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I want to wish you all the best and success in Chiang Mai.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming to visit me.
No, thank you. I guess you have to show me around a bit more.
I know. Should we go for a mango daiquiri and a foot massage now?
Oh, yes.
All right,
That'd
let's
be
go.
Great. Thank you. Bye for now.